guys, I'm Lisa from theScore eSports, and you're watching episode 5 of AFK. It's been a jam-packed week, so let's just kick it off with the hype plays of the week. First up, we go to the Heroes of the Storm North American Regional Championship with the team fight between Cloud9 and Team Naventic.
Disintegrate comes out, as does Body Gust. Is this it, Jake?
They're trying to get the reset. They do get the reset. The core is going down, and Cloud9 will be your champions of the North America Finals, taking a 3-1 victory over Naventic. I don't believe it, Gilly.
Let's move on to the Dota 2 Shanghai Major. During their match against Newbie, Team Archon's Jo mind-gamed his way to safety on Phantom Lancer using one of his illusions to fake out the enemy team.
More support has arrived, but it's Chuan going to work there with the Lancers, and he can't actually reach over to Jo. The doppelganger evades the attack. He's trying to juke it out, sends one illusion the other way, and he's actually done it! Newbie walked the wrong way. JO's gonna TP out and then realize they have been duped.
There were a lot of great plays from this week of the ESL Pro League, but nothing was more impressive than this flick from Fnatic's JW.
They're going to be naming off, and JW, of course, lands the first shot. They're going to be fully aware. Make it a double. Oh! Replay.
It's like, don't blink, don't blink.
And he gets a double here as well, look. That's like one of the sickest rounds that's ever happened in CSGO.
Now this last one comes from the NALCS. We all know that C9's Rush is an amazing jungler, but this weekend he was more than amazing. He was a god. In their match against Counterlogic Gaming, he came up with some of the sickest plays on Lee Sin. Watch this.
Remember, CLG looking to punish balls.
He has the package. The wave's pushed in, he cuts off the retreat. There's nowhere for this Lulu to go. Pops the ulti, Rush comes in. Oh! He takes down Afromu. Balls can't dodge. Rockets 1-for-1, but now Rush is in danger. Hides under his turret. Thanks to Spite Stone. Jumps away.
LeBlanc, though.
Jensen dodges, and there's not any mana on Stixxay. He pops the heal, and there's the re-engage. Jensen with the mechanical outplay, and now he's on to Huhi. Oh, but he trades it back. So now it's up to Rush. Huhi's out of mana. He ward up. Holy crap! Dodges the rocket, and the fights continue.
Here goes Jensen.
A lot of damage. Rush He's got the damage, and he's got the kill. Rush and Jensen taking him out. I can't quite land the pulverize combo, and Rush still wants in, flashes, kicks in Huhi, and that's the deletion. Jukes it, pops the ulti. Here comes the engage. Stixxay again. Arcane shifts out, but Rush comes in, and he gets Stixxay. Jesus, Rush, could you ever miss a skill shot?
So some great plays came out of the NALCS, but it's also home to some of the most awful mistakes, such as this one. Team Dignitas and Renegades were facing off, trying to add a win to their record. Both of these teams are currently at the bottom of the standing, so no one really expected a great, clean game. However, what happened was worse than what anyone could have imagined.
Exactly. They have the double TP. They can open up the lane. Really? Oh my word. Taking the Kiwi!
Quick, take the turret so you get the gold back, right? Did they shut down the turret?
Oh. I guess Apollo got solo gold, so... All right, but they don't lose too much for that, though. They do lose that top wave. That top wave is going to go straight into that turret. Now they actually are losing experience on multiple members. And Crumbs, oh my god. If Crumbs dies here... Oh my god. Oh my god.
Run!
Woo! He's angry!
Wait a minute!
Oh my god!
No, there's another! Wait, oh my god! All right, let's reset. Reset. Take a breath.
Okay, now let's check in with Nick Doucette with the 5 things you need to know this week.
It's been one heck of a busy week in esports, but here are the 5 things that you need to know. Number 1. The Dota 2 Shanghai Major is finally ready to move on to the bracket stage. After a grueling group stage which saw all sorts of production delays as well as the removal of the entire production crew and host James Too Good Harding, we're finally ready to move on and knock out some teams. Surprisingly, Fnatic and MVP Phoenix will be playing from the upper bracket, while Chinese Juggernaut eHome will be playing from the lower bracket. The tournament is set to restart Wednesday morning, that's China time, so make sure you check your time zone and of course follow along at the theScore eSports app for all the up-to-date news, highlights, and results. Moving on to number 2 and more tournament results, as the MLG offline qualifier concluded this weekend ahead of the upcoming major. The most North American teams in history qualified for the event, with Splice, Counterlogic Gaming, Team Liquid, and Cloud9 all making it out of their respective groups, alongside G2, Mouse Sports, Flipside Tactics, and Gambit Gaming. The major will take place at the late end of March and early April, so stay tuned to theScore eSports for all that. We head to League of Legends for number 3, where the rumors are true. Giants Gaming have made some dramatic roster changes, bringing in Wisdom, Sonstar, and Smitty J, while removing Adam, Betong Yoke, and Adri. Only time will tell if these new roster additions can help the Giants, who are currently sitting at last place in the EU LCS with an abysmal record of 2-12. Sticking with League of Legends for number 4, we have the return of Santorin to North America, as he has been transferred from Team Huma to Ember. The change comes amid a swirl of rumors around Team Huma's owner, Behdad Jafarian, and accusations that he has been missing payments and in fact outright lied to several of his players and members of his staff. The rumors initially started with the report published by the Daily Dot's Jacob Wolf, and since has had statements come out from team coach Cubs, the team's head analyst, and in fact Santorin himself, supporting the fact that Jafarian has in fact missed several payments over the past couple of months since the team formation. And we end on a sad note for number 5, as H2K's AD carry Forgiven announced in an emotional post-game interview on Riot Games broadcast that he has received his letter for mandatory conscription to the Greek army within the next few weeks. Although there was a dramatic outpouring of support, at this time Forgiven's ability or not to stay within the LCS and continue playing for H2K is unknown. As this story develops, be sure to stay tuned to theScore eSports for up-to-date roster news for H2K and every other LCS team.
After the news of Forgiven's conscription came out, many pros took to Twitter to show their support. His teammate Oda Omne tweeted, "Really hope Forgiven gets to stay with us. He is the hardest working person I've ever been near and a great teammate." Rockhat's AD Carry tweeted out, "Feel so sad about losing a rival and friend. You motivated me to do great things." Forgiven's reach even extended to North America, as CLG's top laner Darshan tweeted out, "My heart goes out to Forgiven. You can see how much passion he has for the game, and it's awful that he can't play for a whole year." Team Vitality's support Kasing tweeted out, "Trigger warning, #FreeForgiven, best AD carry by far. Hjarnan, don't kill me, please." And finally, some players even suggested some creative solutions for Forgiven. Origin's Jungler Amazing tweeted, "Would marriage solve this issue, Forgiven? Looking for a tax reduction myself." I don't know how those kids are going to turn out. H2K's coach Podley said in a recent interview with us that they are still awaiting updates, so be sure to follow on the theScore eSports app and we will keep you updated. IEM is almost here, and some of the pros will be flying to Katowice to compete with some of the top international teams. In our interviews this past week, we talked to some coaches and players, some attending and some not, about their opinions on the tournament.
I'm actually really curious about NA. I mean, that might sound obvious, but like, I don't know, NA right now is what kind of EU was last split, where they like one dominating team and then like everyone's like kind of struggling to like pull it up. But then everyone was like, oh, Europe sucks, you know, Fnatic was the only good team in Europe. But then like, you know, we had pretty good teams in Europe. So now you're watching NA and you're like, oh, Immortals is the only one doing well, everyone else sucks. I'm like, wait, isn't this what everyone said about Europe and it wasn't? So I'm really curious if that's the story with NA. If like NA is actually like, oh, they just have one team that's dominating, but it's helping the other team to actually be really good.
IM's always fun, you know that. So yeah, it's gonna be fun, and it's also gonna make us improve no matter what, even if we play bad or if we play good. If we play bad, then we're gonna see what we have to improve on, stuff like this. And if we play good, it's gonna be like a moral boost for the LCS, right? So it's a win-win, and looking forward to play there.
Me, Shons, and Kabushard are all going home to our respective countries. And we're gonna hope to get some scrims going versus QG or SKT. Besides that, you know, just watch the tournament, relax a little bit, and then start practicing hard again next Saturday.
Playing against SKT, the previous Summoners Cup winners, is gonna be super fun, especially because, you know, they're regarded as the best team in the world, obviously. But I'm just really looking forward to learning from actually playing against them, because I haven't played against them yet, so it'll be really fun.
SKT makes me angry.
Picks and bans from SKT, maybe good or not?
I mean, it's hard to judge like the really, really successful teams. It's hard to judge pick and ban, because when you think something looks bad, like maybe you're just super wrong. So when I look at their pick ban, I'm like, this is terrible, and I'm like, wait, maybe I'm just really dumb. So I have to like really like question, like find confidence in myself, like no, like we're doing it right and they're wrong or something. So it's a really hard mark to look at and look at SKT and be like, they're wrong. It's hard to look at Coma and be like, Coma, you're doing it wrong right now.
Hopefully, you know, we'll be much cleaner by that time for our games and not that many bloodbaths. And hopefully we don't get pooped on by SKT.
So that is it for this episode of AFK. This weekend, we will be at IEM Katowice, so be sure to download our app, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter, Instagram, to get all of our League of Legends and CSGO content. I'm Lisa from theScore eSports, and we'll see you guys next time.